Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another video. As you guys probably know, I've reviewed pretty much every single VPN out there, but I haven't really taken a look at Brave's VPN for quite some time. Now in this video, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on this VPN provider and if you should use it or not. Now, if you guys want to help support the channel or you're still looking for a VPN, go ahead and check out vpntierlist.com. I've rated pretty much every single VPN as well, and I've listed some of my top favorite privacy products on that website too. So make sure to check that out, guys. All right, guys. So Brave VPN, why am I taking a look at it again? Well, that's actually due to this controversy that just happened lately. Basically, if you have Brave VPN installed, or if you have Brave browser installed on your computer, basically you already actually have Brave VPN installed on your computer. Now, it's kind of like a dormant service that if you're using Brave, it's automatically installed, and it's kind of driven a lot of controversy to people wondering why this application is not on their computer. Now, if you're not paying or even using Brave VPN, it's kind of just like an application on your computer that does nothing, but it's still annoying having this on your computer even though you don't want it or probably don't even use it. And that's especially annoying because Brave VPN really has just kind of shit the bucket, I feel like. It's kind of powered by this VPN. I do believe it's called like Guardian or something like that. It's just kind of like a no-name iOS VPN. And this is not even really a fully fledged VPN. Now, why do I say that? Well, let's take a look at the website itself. Basically, it says that Brave VPN is a firewall plus VPN and installs on your browser and protects you from anyone from kind of tracking you. So it's also an application on Android and iOS, but it also says it's an application on any device, including desktop. Now, I don't think that's actually true because it says here you have to have Brave's browser in order to use a VPN. It's not really like a exclusive application. And in fact, if you go down, you can't really see a way to download it. It's because it's kind of locked inside the browser. And like I said, it kind of installs on your computer kind of alongside the browser. So it's like kind of this weird link between the browser and the VPN itself, which is kind of a weird idea, and I don't really like it. Most traditional VPNs are linked. They have an application and then a browser, and you could even use a browser component. Some things like Movad's browser kind of requires you to download the VPN, which is kind of weird because you're downloading a browser to use a VPN. This time using a browser and you're downloading a browser to use it. Well, I guess it is kind of similar, I guess. But the thing with Movad is that you can use a browser separate from the VPN. You don't need to use both at the same time. Whereas this one, they're kind of stuck together. So I think that is concerning. But when we're taking a look at this overall, what is the incentive to use it? Well, you don't really have that application to use outside of Brave, but it's also pretty expensive. And the thing I don't like about Brave's website is that, while it does have a free trial, it doesn't really have very good information about the VPN itself, which is never really a good sign. It's just kind of filled with generic copy and marketing and stuff like that. You really have to go down here to find out how much it costs. Basically, it's going to end up costing $10 a month or $100 a year or $100 every other year. So $300 for 3-year subscription. Now, this is crazy, guys. This is by far and large probably the most expensive VPN provider, right up there along stuff like iVPN and ExpressVPN, which are way too expensive in my opinion. Not only that, but you don't even get an application that kind of exists outside of the browser. I don't think it's worth it. If we do not have that application, we're not going to have the same capabilities inside the application to use it. In my opinion, this is not a real VPN. A real VPN has its own application. This is mainly just like a proxy inside your browser, kind of anonymizing your IP and working in conjunction with Brave browser. So at the end of the day, is this something you should use? Well, probably not, unless you really, really like Brave and you like the fact they're installing VPN, even though people don't really want it. There's just so many different VPN providers out there that are better, that have more fully fledged applications, that have a lot more flexibility with how you use them, and have a lot more powerful applications with customizable features. Take a look at my tier list rating table. You can see all sorts of different things you would want from a VPN provider, and I don't think Brave is really even going to offer any of these things in the application section, since it doesn't even have its core application on PC. It's always linked to the browser, so I'm not even really going to be bothering kind of putting it into the tier list because it just would be too hard to kind of rate and test. Since in my opinion, it's not a real VPN solution. It's more like a browser extension. Anyways, guys, those are just my thoughts and opinions. Let me know what you think down in the description down below. I'll see you again very soon.